And then, so what got you into it? What got you? What made you?
I think we started. He came up with the idea for doing something on video, and you know, I was into it immediately because we came the exact same musical taste growing up.
Yeah.
And you know, he came up with the name.
Yeah, we ready, son?
I think.
Well,
yeah,
we're gonna go right and cut into one of the previous ones. Okay, now we're gonna end up looking over at this one here.
Yeah, the white dot is the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already pushed it.
I was wondering where I'm thinking.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yo, what's going on, metalheads? This is Mike C with the House of Metal Radio Show, and you are listening to C4OC Radio. What's going on? Hey, today it's Tuesday, August 28th, 2018. Here in the compound tonight, we're going to be joined by Jack Russell's great white guitar player, Robby Lockner, here in the compound. Little buddy Denny. Hey, you might want to. Let's get Denny here in the picture.
Oh, do I get to come in?
Oh yeah, there you are. Hey, all right, that's back with everything.
Would anybody like a beer?
If there's a non-alcoholic one in there, I'll take one. If not, don't worry, I got my coffee.
All right.
All right. Hey, we got a great show lined up. We got a great bunch of songs. We're going to be talking with Robby here tonight. Find out what's going on with him. Jack Russell's great white, and other things that he might be dabbling into as well. Yeah. And get it rolling from there. But to do it as we always do, we're going to get started with some music to get things rolling. Since it's Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday, here's a little double shot of Void Vader for you. Right here on C4OC Radio. What's that drink with?
Oh yeah. We went for mediums. We got mediums in there, guys? Maybe? Like, oh yeah.
I was going to say either a medium or large. Let's pour a couple picks. I'm like, yeah, let me grab a couple shirts just in case. We'll say, speak freely, nothing censored. We get high during the show and that kind of stuff. Our motto's kind of like pack a bowl and rock and roll. So,
yep. We just try to have fun.
Only had probably pack a roll, but I got some
I hear you.
I don't want to get high.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
One thing I can do is like sit around my floor.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just saying a lot of times, okay, focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm normally after. I need a good one to the head so I can focus on shit. So that way I always get hooked up.
My mind keeps rolling. So, you know, I use it to reel me in. Keep me focused actually. Yeah,
it's the opposite. I get wired.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
I've got already a lot of tasks going day to day with this and my job and my band and all that stuff. So it's like, yeah. Sometimes it's all blah. So I gotta smoke a little bit just to, all right. Yeah. I know. I have a friend that he smokes just a little bit and he's like, ooh. And he is really floored. And I'm like, man, I wish I could get like that. That'd be good. I would like it.
Now we got a little time square, like do like a double shot, like two bands, 2 songs each. Then we're gonna get rolling right into you. Is there anything in particular that you mentioned?
Yeah, we'll talk about the shows coming up in the area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we're playing House of Beats.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty simple, that all that kind of stuff, you know, yeah, I mean, not how you got to fight or anything, more history stuff, you know what I mean? We always like to focus on, you know what I mean? Sometimes,
there you
go. So, two different ways.
So yeah, sometimes we like, our viewers like to ask questions, so, you know, we like to monitor that, you know, so keeps people listening, keeps people intrigued.
This is a band called Void Vader. They're local. Like mostly a lot of local bands. Like the bands that normally open up for you guys, those guys. You actually have these guys playing down on a Brooklyn promoter also. There's a venue nearby called Malone's, but yeah, it's got 2 stages. It's really big inside. They just got done a remodel and put bands over there, and this is one of the bands that we're gonna have these guys playing. And the next month, like September 22nd, it's that venue. It's like they have a few stages, you know, 7 bands playing. Like it's not even like 5 minutes in between bands. Yeah, there's other bands that don't have to run. You gotta just off a diet. Like which direction do you come from here? Okay, so if you were coming up the, you were coming up 55, probably past the Diet Road exit, and it's not even a mile. Yeah, it's really close. Yeah, new owners, well, I shouldn't say new owner. The owner took over right when we started doing shows there, which was about 8 or 9 years ago. And it used to be small, like the original owner had a big wall there, and all the back area was like all personal craft, you know, man toys, that kind of stuff. You know, she took over, blew out the wall, built on the stage and everything. So, and since like we just got done with the new remodel, like even the smaller of the 2 stages, since we've been there, has grown a lot. Like probably the 3rd time she's added on to it. So it's like most clubs, the only stage, their smaller stage is bigger than most clubs' only stage. You know what I'm saying? They're still working it, probably like by the time everything gets completely done, you know, probably towards the end of the year, but you know, new lights, shit, new DA and there's a couple of them.
Heads up, Virginia.
Legally 5, but we can get like probably close to 650 in there. Yeah, you know, like more like how the coach house is long width-wise, it's more like that, you know. So if you're on the main stage, the side stage is over towards the left, closer to the bar. But it's we've had. Yeah, he's got. Have you seen down the board up there? Because he has everything running to one board over down, right?
No, he has 2 boards up there. One for each side. Yeah. But he has laptops for the new multimedia section.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Yeah, I've been up there with the last one.
Yeah. He got it pretty well laid out up there. It's cool. Last time I was there, I haven't been there in a while, and my band played. And the band before us didn't have a logo, so it wasn't up there.
Hey, Christina!
And then so we got up there, we were playing, and then I noticed all the new lights, and I noticed all the smoke machines, and then they have the big video screen behind you, and then your logo's all over the club, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then,
yeah, so bands on bottles bringing their banners and that kind of stuff.
If you got a video or whatnot, they can play it behind you.
How big is the stage in the place?
We got 2.
The main stage is probably at least 30 feet wide, I'd say. It's probably about 15, probably at least 15 deep. I'm guessing on top of my head, you don't remember the exact size, but we've had LA Guns there, you know, Bang-Tangle a bunch of times, Hurricane a bunch of times. Yeah, Robert Sarzo, we've had Love Hate in there. You know, had a decent amount of like the 80 hair bands, so in a sense, yeah.
What did Wayne Todd is asking a question? Me and my glasses, he said, ask him if
a local cable show in the 80s, like, you want some kind of local cable show in the 80s?
Where was this at, Wayne Todd? Who knows?
What's up, Don? Normally I get here early, stuff out late out of work.
4.4 earthquake. Did you feel it?
No, when? Well, I didn't feel shit. Nah, earthquake? When? Hobby, got you playing, man. You are county man living? Oh, okay, yeah. Same there. Yeah, I'm more South County, like Rancho, Santa Barbara, okay. You're more in this area? Or?
Yeah, right.
That's cool. Very cool. So I feel like asking you some of the questions, but I don't want to.
What's up, John?
Yeah, there's going to be just this song, one more, and all good.
Maybe that's why the dog was acting crazy. Earthquake. Yeah. I mean, I just heard the two dogs scream. Last time we had an earthquake,
Yeah,
the pool shook for like 15 minutes.
No, it was that. Do you want the East Coast story as well on that? I'm pretty sure. So you did a show. It was like 93, 94. It was placed back in Jersey. What was the fucking name of this place? I think it's called Studio 151. It was like on the 2nd or 3rd floor of like a warehouse. But it was also like a record signing earlier in the day. That's a record signing. That's one of the things that's something like 21 years ago. More than a few brains. Yeah. Yeah, right?
Wow. Yeah. I jam in a band around here called C4OCradio. Yeah, so we just made a radio station, but like my pops is the drummer. We play like a heavy metal blues type thing, yeah. And you know, we've been doing it for like 90 years. That's a long time. Yeah, 40-something years. Well, I mean, that was 27 years ago that I played. I didn't play with the longest I really played in my band Robby Lockner, my brother played guitar, and after us, last week, so that went on for 10 years, and then really good band for the time, but then, you know, things weren't happening. I was like, is there a way to make it happen in California? Because you were Arizona, yeah, right? Yeah. So I was in Arizona. I mean, Arizona, California.
Yeah. Hold on, that's one of the things I'm definitely wanting to get into. Yeah, it's always because the stories are always great, always cool, very interesting. It's like, you know,
Virginia wants the House of Metal shirt.
come to the next show.
Doesn't everybody? I'm just kidding. I kid.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many of those things sold at that last show we had.
Yeah.
No, they got House of Metal shirts, one I just saw. Yeah. I hadn't had any for a long time. So then all of a sudden, I was birthday show a few weeks back, and all of a sudden, oh, the shirts, and it was just like, sold a shitload that night. It was like, alright, cool. It was like, they have to wait a little longer in between it. Alright, we're going on this thing.
I gotta go fix something.
What do you gotta go fix?
I blocked Virginia on accident. You'll be mad as fuck. I'm so mad.
So we got about a minute and a half. What's going on there, Mike? Can you draw me some love?
Virginia Parker. Oh, you guys are so bad. Sorry, Virginia, I didn't mean to block you. I meant to like your comment and it blocked you on accident. They got the block button in the wrong spot.
Do an interview,
You know, you hold your finger and the fucking top one is blocked.
Alright, and we got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, metalheads? This is Mike C with the House of Metal Radio Show, and you were listening to C4OC Radio. Okay, we just started off the show there with a double shot of Void Vader, followed up by a double shot of the Electric Junkies. Javi Colon in the compound tonight. I hope you enjoyed that, my brother. Hey, but sitting next to me right here, on my right, we have guitarist Robby Lockner from Jack Russell's Great White. Thank you for coming down tonight, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
So, so what's going on? So, aside from playing with Jack Russell's Great White, you got your first taste of the big stage playing with Rob Halford's Fight.
That would have been my first national gig. I played with the Z-Rock Killing Crew, which was kind of a national thing, but it wasn't really. I mean, I don't know if you remember Z-Rock radio station. Probably not, but some people would. It was a nationally syndicated radio station, except for it wasn't in California and it wasn't in New York.
Okay.
It was based out of Dallas, and they put 4 guys together based in Phoenix, and then we played a bunch of shows for about, I don't know, 8-9 months.
Oh, shit.
And that was right after I got out of the band I grew up playing in, and that was kind of like, okay, I'm in Phoenix, and I thought, man, it's just too close to Tucson. I gotta move to California. If I'm gonna do this, you gotta do it right, you know? Pack my bags and move to Beverly. Hills and hills.
That is. So we're talking like approximately like around 93 or so. Was that taking place? 92, 93, ballpark?
Yeah, 93 is when I actually moved to California. 93.
Now, how did it all happen? Like, were you, how'd you somehow get in contact with, say, Rob Halford's people or yourself?
Well, Rob Halford had EMAS, Entertainment Management Advisory Service, that he had, which I don't know what they actually did, but a friend of mine who was working at KNAC at the time, he was actually a guy from Tucson, and we actually met here through a mutual friend, so we became friends. But he's the one who told me, hey, send something into his company. So I sent in basically a demo tape, a thing I called Can of Whoop-Ass guitar thing, and a package and stuff, and that was it. I didn't hear anything for I don't know, it seemed like it must have been about a year. It was right before I moved out. But I mean, I was living here in California for about 10 months or so, and I got the call from them to do the gig, and it was out of the blue, and the guitar player quit. They needed a guy who could do it fast, and he was just like, and I mean, initially they called me, and it was on my answering machine. Remember answering machine?
Oh yeah, it's one of those old things.
Hey, somebody wants me to call them out of Phoenix. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh, it's that EMAS. this guy named John Baxter. He was managing Rob, so I'm like, okay, that's cool. But he wouldn't tell me what the gig was for. He goes, I got a gig for you, and you got to leave in 5 days. I'm going, okay. He's like, you know.
And not knowing.
I mean, it was just kind of like, oh, okay. And he go, yeah, you're going to, you know, just like I'm going to jump on it and do it. I'm like, okay, maybe it'd be cool to know who the band was. And
yeah, get a little familiar.
Yeah. Right, but then he, you know, he called me back. And he goes, okay, it's okay to tell you. Rob said it was okay to tell you. It's his band. And I go, yeah, you're right. I am going to do it.
Rob Halford, holy shit.
I'm in. So, yeah, he gave me 5 days, and that was it, no rehearsal.
Just learned
20 songs, here you go, the first record.
Yeah, actually, I brought this over here.
We played the whole thing.
Rob Halford's Fight, very first disc.
13 songs, right? If I remember right, there would be 13 songs on it.
Yep, correct. Yep.
Because it was 13 Fight songs and 7 Priest tunes. And it was
no shit. So did all the entire album.
Did the entire album, and then some stuff that, you know, I grew up playing, which was that was the easy part, really, was learning the Priest stuff. It's like, yeah, I rolled through that, I had it. It was learning this stuff that it took me a while to retain it, because I went through, remember the first day I sat down and worked on it, I learned the whole record, went through, went back, didn't remember a thing.
Oh, no shit.
And I'm like, oh my God. So I went back through and learned it all again, came back, didn't remember a thing. I'm going, oh shoot. So that went on for the first day, and then just started kind of retaining it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, I got 5 days to have this, and you know, it worked out. It was, I started memorizing it pretty good by about the 3rd or 4th day, you know. But then we, you know, actually hadn't met anybody but Rob. They actually flew me out to Phoenix. I thought, God, I just moved from,
yeah.
You know, like, wow, this is weird. And then, you know, flew me back and just learn the tunes, you know. And then I would get a call from Rob, like, I guess maybe, must have been like every other day I got a couple calls. He'd be just like, hey, yeah, and he would tell me the stories about how he found me, and then just, yeah, you can do it, you know, no problem, and I knew you were the guy, and no audition, just, you know, do it.
He's giving kind of like confidence booster as well, and
so
that kind of
like,
thing.
Okay, because really the first day, I mean, after I came back, I don't think I heard from him the next day. I was just studying and stuff, and I was like, did that really happen? I mean, am I really doing this? I'm going, here's all. They gave me the material. They gave me the, you know, actually it was a cassette.
Yeah.
So I was learning off a cassette player, you know. And this is how I'm learning the stuff. And I'm like, did that happen? And then the next day he called me up. Hello. You know, he's just talking. You know, I was like, wow, you know. And the story he told me regarding getting that was an interesting one. He said that he had boxes and boxes of tapes. This is what he told me. He says, had boxes and boxes of tapes, and we start searching through the tapes, him and John, right, searching through. He goes, we're about ready to give up, and we got to the bottom of the last box, and there was your tape. He goes, and he found it, and he handed it to John. He goes, this is the guy, hire him. And I was just like, wow, what a great story. I don't know if it was true or not, but it sounded good, so, you know.
If Rob Halford was telling me that story, and that was me on the other end, oh yeah, I'm buying it hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
I mean, I bought it, but then I think about it too. I go, well, I mean, he did call me, so I don't know, you know.
It's true now.
It's true, yeah. Well, I mean, it was true then, I guess, too, right?
Yep. So.
Now, do you remember, like, what was the, do you remember your first show performing with him?
I do.
And
very well. And you know what's interesting is about 10 years ago, that show popped up on YouTube. But then it was gone. When you go to that link, it was, it had 2 attorneys' names on it. I'm like, you're kidding me? What happened? Is it was like, they put them up as individual songs, and there was probably like 15, 16, 17 of them, somewhere around there that they had actually put up. And it was a trip. I'm watching it going, wow, it just totally brought me back. I mean, you watch it and listening to it close and going, man, I didn't hear like one mistake. I'm going, wow, I played better than I do now. But it was interesting watching, because the guy had obviously one of those old cameras, and you could see the place start shaking, and the camera's like the first songs are shaking.
Yeah.
And
the whole crowd's going,
whoa, and then he starts zooming in, and it was just like, wow, it was intense.
Now, do you remember where the show was? Or was
it was, I don't remember the venue, but it was an indoor soccer arena, and it was in Argentina.
Oh, no shit. So your first, you weren't not even in the States or even in the UK, you know, his homeland, you're friggin' way out of it.
We were gone. I mean, it was a trip, because, you know, the way it all happened, I didn't even have a passport, and they somehow rushed it through. So in the middle of all this, I had to go down to LA, get a passport. I'm going, I should be learning songs, and I'm standing in line to get a passport. Somehow they pushed it through, and so it happened pretty quick. And I get on a plane, and I didn't know. I was just completely green, right? I'm on the airplane, we're flying. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. It's light out. Then it starts getting dark. Then I'm like, okay, we should be there soon.
Nah, no, you're a long way.
No idea. I mean, we're about 3 or 4 hours in. I'm like, okay, anytime now.
Yeah.
You know, and then it was like, oh no.
No, they were like 10 hours or so later, probably more.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I can't remember how long it was, but it was at least that long. And then I was just cooked. And then we landed, and then we had to get on a smaller, like puddle jumper, to fly over to wherever it was. And I was just like, and meanwhile, I was meeting the guys as we went. Some of them, like the sound man was a guy named Gunji, who I heard has passed away. But they were like, this guy, you'll know him. He's 6'10" or 11 or something. He goes, and he's a real 6'10" or 11. So I'm walking up to the Bradley terminal, and I see this guy sitting down who's taller than me, and I'm like, Gunji? Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I guess he had run sound for the Who and Priest and all kinds of guys.
Oh, no shit.
I mean, he had the full operation. Every guy had a tag. You know, just the whole thing. The tour manager. It was a trip. I mean, it was
all pro from A to Z, all the way through.
I didn't know anything. I mean, now, I do like, you know, I actually managed the band. I did all the tour managing for the last 3 years, and then I kind of stepped into the management position with Jack. His decision, but everything comes to me, and I go to him. Go, here's what we got.
Yeah, everything gets presented to you first.
And then
before.
I throw it at him. And some stuff he's going, you know, some things you can just make the decision. I trust you to make it. And sometimes if I can't get a hold of him, I make the call. But it's interesting to go from that, from, you know, the beginning when I didn't even know, like, we're, you know, backstage and they're feeding us. I'm like, wow, there's cooks on duty.
Yeah,
they're feeding us.
I'm getting real food. You know, it's not chips and a soda. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, wow, this is, you know, it was just a real different experience than even like the bands I grew up with. Obviously, we had a really popular regional act, but the other band that was supposed to be a national act, it was, you know, it was pretty popular, but by no level did we ever do anything close to that. So I mean, it was a trip. That's a trip, man.
That's very cool. Hey, we're gonna get talking more with Robby in just a few more minutes. We're gonna get back in some more music here from C4OCradio and some of the best of hard rock and heavy metal coming out of Southern California. You gonna be hanging around here for a little bit more? You got it, right?
Sure, yeah.
All right, because we got a lot more questions. We got a lot more stories that we definitely want to hear. That's for sure. Right. And for all you people out there, hey, hit that share button. Share means you care. And don't forget to pack a bowl and rock and roll. And if you want to get your band heard here on C4OCradio.com, send us your MP3s along with your EPKs to C4OCradio@gmail.com. So we got another double two for Tuesday coming up. Here's got a lot of R's in this one. We got some Ravenscroft and some Riot right here, right now. C4OC coming at you.
Hell yeah.
Hit that button, Den.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you. No, they're
California, Southern California.
Yeah, it was strange because one of the guys in the band, his last name was Ravenscroft. For some whatever illness, he had to actually leave the band, but they kept his name. Kind of a trip. Yes, when we get back into the song, everything was going down, and then, yeah. We're going to take another break now. Getting down to you know, your original beginning history, you know, their songs and their first moments, you know. When you knew, like, I got this song. You know what I mean? Water? Anything? All right. Oh, good. You try to be fair. I mean, we were talking about catered gigs. You know, Where's Steve? Where's Steve and his meat? That's Friday, Saturday, right? Yeah. I've been at least to the Wilson. Real cool. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll take a quick rip. Thank you, sir. Yeah, with that cool balcony. I know that it's definitely over 1,000. It's like 1,500. Well, I'm sure you know anything like LA Hollywood also, it's like last minute, it's like, oh, yeah, take it down, just go right to the door, you know, like, yeah, so
we'll do that if they're walk up the shop.
Like, you'll really like it. So Alice in Chains there a few years back, you know, just like, you know, people say it was after Lane, but the venue itself, yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, he's excellent. In fact, it was almost like a memorial show for Lane. So did an electric set. They did an acoustic set for Miller. And beyond that, the set for Miller was like a panel, but all the time playing the music set. There's all these old pictures of Lane, Earl, you know, when you got garage, like, you know, seeing some of that shit. It's amazing. They had a music set. Just blank on his name. But it does sound a lot full because he plays a lot more guitar than Lane. He doesn't try to be Lane in any way, shape, or form. His voice is similar to it. But, yeah, the venue is beautiful. Great place for the show. Yeah, I mean, theater, you know, really high theater. Yeah, yeah, that's like their main.
Most of places but Hollywood still have the house.
Yeah. Now, because you just recently played the Coach, right? Or you played there a whole bunch of times?
Played there a lot. We were supposed to play there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, especially when you're expecting your schedule. Doing the acoustic, but is that a bit more easier on his voice? Or yeah, really true, yeah. What if I was wondering if you would hear that much better since it's just you with him playing as opposed to hearing the rest of the band. Especially, you know, booking shows so often, like, more monitor, you know, you probably think it's nice to say, like, not saying as much and he's trying to sing a little harder.
I said
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah. The first time I seen it, like, shit. It's like them and Guns N' Roses. I was still living in the East Coast and Richmond, New York City. In fact, the one they used to show some Guns N' Roses on MTV all the time playing the club. That was that night. They were great like on the first and Guns N' Roses on them, and then walking in. He was actually performing I would particular Zeppelin too, but he just he's got just an amazing voice. You know, he's got a great voice, big time. Yeah, I mean, and he still sounds good. You know. But it's still Jack. You know his voice, yeah. Yeah. This is RYA. The guy actually plays guitar. No. The guy, one of the guitar players in the band, he had a big hand in that. He's worked for Sargell, he's worked for Fender, Jackson, he actually had a big hand in putting John Five's power back. That one that he's been playing, yeah. Like, he showed me pics when he was actually still in the building process of that. Yeah, he's like Phil Collins with that Weapon. He like takes. He's like one of his clients. He will bring to those things. Takes care of something. Extremely talented. You know, big time. Yeah, this song is just one other, and then we'll back up. So it's I should have bought an acoustic in it. Big Dan would bring out his, but he's left. So. You've been with Rock since what year? 2009? Been a good trip so far? Good ride? Yeah.
That's cool. It's changed a lot. But it's not better. It's not better. But I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's tough out here. But it was still fun. It's fun.
Not as stressful at probably as often.
Now I have so many responsibilities that that's actually tough.
Oh yeah, so you have a lot of
responsibilities.
You're doing a lot of decisions.
And I just
Are you that part of this one?
Everything. I mean, there's things I have to do. A lot of road. It's kind of like all things are stopped.
Get the tour when you're
when I come home and it's came out of this stuff and things I've got to do. And I had to this tour that guitar caps and just motions and go to the drum set, have the whole setup, a different show. A lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a peer board primarily.
Right, exactly. So, like, yeah, guitar player to play, and then you know just to get and this is very what's tough about it.
Hey.
All of our travel. And it's different. It's not like you're getting on the bus and going. It's not like that. The first day, it's everybody's on the way. The second leg is Vegas, Utah. Then I got a band. Passing the band. Just the band guys to go.
Yeah.
That stuff. Got our hotels. Stuff to go see shows. And all these people and all that. And the next leg, we'll get fighting. I have to fly out. You're there.
Ooh.
I get our hotels. I get our travel.
Give me 1 second. Hey, about a minute and a half.
It's a lot of things. It's like when I go home tonight, I gotta get in the studio. Got a lot of work to do. Put my list together for what I gotta do tomorrow.
A lot of coffee going on, I'm sure, right?
I stay awake until I hit the wall.
Oh, yeah, I just.
That's why I like a murder.
Real quick, what are you here for? So I'm Mike, bro.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I can do that before.
We might have, I'm in Andy Sammy, David plays bass in our band too.
Okay.
Yeah. We're kind of coming up and doing that stuff, but I wanted to take a chance to meet because I was sitting here, but I was on the phone when you came here and stuff. That's so cool, man, with Great White. That's awesome. That's a good gig. That's fucking good.
Fight.
Yeah, and that helper and stuff. You know? Yeah. That's really killer.
This is like a total honor.
Yeah, totally. It's awesome.
Taking the time to come down and talk to them. We're pretty much the hub for all the local bands, you know. And like we have a lot of even young kids that are badass rock stars already, you know. And they're just all looking for a way, you know, to make the right steps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
Yeah,
you
10
coming in
seconds.
to talking to us, you know, and,
Awesome,
and
4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Metalheads? It's Mike C with the House of Metal Radio Show. You were listening to C4OC Radio. All right, we just had a double shot there of Ravenscroft and followed up by a double shot of Riot right here, right for you right now. Hey, but here in the compound at the moment, sitting on my right, Robby Lockner.
Hey.
Guitar player with Jack Russell's Great White joining us here in the compound. Very glad to have a man here. So, what's currently going on with Great White? What do you guys got lined up?
A lot of stuff, but let's start with the local shows. Since,
Got some SoCal dates coming up.
We've got the Wiltern September 14th. It's a Friday.
Nice.
House of Blues Anaheim September 15th to Saturday.
Nice.
But that whole leg of the tour, I mean, it starts in San Diego on the 12th, House of Blues. Then after those dates, it goes to Phoenix, Vegas, Utah, Florida, 2 shows in Florida, New Jersey, Philadelphia, New York. I forget after that.
You gotta let me know where you're gonna be playing in Jersey. Jersey, that's my home state. Lots of friends and buds back there.
Ashbury.
Asbury Park.
Okay, yeah, and it's what's the name of the place? The Stone Pony.
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna be at the Stone Pony. I think in October, going to see Buck Cherry over there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
right on. We'll be there. What's the date of that?
I think it's October.
Because we're there in October.
I think it's like the second weekend.
Yeah, it's really close. We're really close.
Oh, no
to that
shit.
Way. Oh yeah, really close because we're playing.
I'm gonna have to ask my girlfriend. Hey, Pizza Bagel, what's the date on that show? Let me know.
I think we're playing there on the 11th. I want to say.
Oh shit, I think that
12th or somewhere. Somewhere in there.
I think it's like the 12th.
Okay,
at least I know the Buck Cherry's the 12th. I think that's a Saturday night. Oh, did it?
Oh, and maybe we're on a Friday. Maybe we're on the Friday before. That could be.
October 12th is a Friday.
Okay.
Because we're playing the Double Down.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
I should know it, but it's hard to remember all.
Well, there's so many dates, man.
Yeah.
Dates, venues, and especially month and a half out from now. But
yeah,
I can't even remember each weekend show that I play. I mean,
Right.
I can imagine.
I know it's the truth.
Now, you were mentioning before, in between, while the songs were going on, Robby and I were talking here, and he was mentioning, you know, Great Whites, Jack Russell's Great Whites, working on a new album currently.
We're actually currently mixing the record. We recorded it in my studio, but the one we're doing right now is actually an acoustic version of the Once Bitten record. So the whole thing done acoustically. Wow. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it's different. There's a lot of different stuff, but you know, very familiar to what it was. There's some stuff that's true to what it was, but on acoustic, and some stuff where we depart a little bit. Gotta kind of just make it sound good. So the trick with that, it should have been done, but since we're touring so much, it's hard for me to get in and finish it. That's the hard thing. It's like, okay, I'm gone for 3 or 4 days, and I'm home for 2 or 3, and then I've got so many things to do. It's like, okay, I gotta get in there and spend some time mixing, but it's getting there. And hopefully that'll be done soon, and then we will be following up with our second studio record. Yeah, we put the last one out last year called He Saw It Coming. We've already written, I don't know, about 8 songs. Jack and I have written stuff that's like, you know, a little edgier than the last record, though I like the last record a lot. We're like, let's just go a little edgier. Something's a little softer, it's cool, but let's just kind of put it aside.
Yeah.
And let's go a little edgier.
Give it a little more,
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
And he's been listening a lot to Priest lately, and he goes, I want to kind of go a little bit like this, and a little bit of the mixing like this. I go, preach it at the choir, buddy.
Yeah, it's like,
no problem with that.
It's like, you got experience in that, that's for sure. Hell
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. We can go in that direction a little bit.
Any working title as of yet, or any titles
you know
of any
what?
songs?
There is, but there's a few. There's one called California Rose. There's another one called there's a blues tune that's really good. It's probably the only softer song we'll do, but very bluesy, kind of in the vein of what they've done with House of Broken Love and stuff like that. But it's refined more. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head. I haven't listened to it in a while because we put it kind of to the side while we're finishing this record. But there's what other tracks? Standing on the Ceiling is another one. But the working title for the record he's calling Megalodon.
Megalodon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether that sticks or not, who knows?
Or at least at the moment
it is. I mean, the last record he was calling that one the Gauntlet, and then when it got closer he changed his mind. And then I was like, hey, this track that I had written I brought to him, and we write it together anyhow, but it was something that was my brainchild that I brought in. It kind of sounds like Queenish a little bit. And it's called He Saw It Coming. But I was like, why don't we use that as the title track? And, you know, name the record after that. And we did. So the record became that instead of the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
The Gauntlet was kind of, you know, we even did pictures of a Gauntlet and stuff, and did the whole record cover with this.
Oh, really?
And then just kind of dumped it.
Really? So you already had like kind of like artwork and...
Yep. And then kind of just kicked it to the can and went in a totally different direction.
Said, fuck it, let's just do it.
Let's just change it. And, you know, it was just, I don't know, we weren't real happy with it, just didn't have the impact. And then the connotations of it were somewhere we didn't really want to go. And he was kind of wanting to lean there, and then I was like, finally just kind of steered away from it. It's really, you know, like the Gauntlet, and I think it was geared towards his, you know, relationship with his former band members.
Yeah.
My thing with him, and he's kind of totally getting that. You know, it's hard because when you break up with a band, it's like a marriage. You know.
Oh yeah, you spent so many years, and
and it's tough, and it takes time to get over, and I understand that. But it was like, you know what, you got to focus on you, not them, and what they're doing, and any of that, and anything that you put out that's negative towards that or anything, it just doesn't serve any purpose to anything. Yeah, it won't help us at all. Let's just focus on ourselves, and that's all we can do.
Yeah, but no need to rehash anything bad, negative in any way.
I think it really made a difference for him in his just in general. You know, his lighten the load when he realized that, and then after a while, he actually reached out to the singer that was in the band. They fired him recently, but Terry Lewis.
Oh yeah.
He had actually reached out to Terry, and you know, just to kind of make things cool with him. I mean, the other guys, they don't talk to him at all, but whatever. But he reached out to him and was like, okay, that's cool. And then they fired him. And then all of a sudden, him and Terry started getting really close.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, talking a lot. He's like, yeah, I was just on the phone with Terry. I'm like, oh really? Okay. In fact, you know what? We're thinking about inviting him out to the Wiltern show to have him come and sing.
Now that'd be a trip.
Yeah,
that'd be
why not? It's like, why not? You know, he sang all those songs for 8 years. Why not come up and sing something with us? And, you know, it was kind of a weird deal. I mean, you know, the business is harsh, but sometimes it's kind of like, really, you're gonna handle it the way? I guess they just did a gig, sent him an email, and that's how he found out. And the funny thing was, we had already heard. I heard
that it was coming.
It was coming. And then I was like, wow. And I was talking to Jack about it. I go, what if that's gonna really happen? You know. And then we're looking. I looked online to see. Oh, they played a gig. There he is. You know. It was like, okay, no big deal. Next weekend, yeah, played a gig. There he is. That Monday, he got the email. Oh, by the way.
And just an email too. What the fuck? I mean, that's
I mean, and right in the middle of the tour season. That's kind of, it's pretty harsh.
That's balls.
It's pretty harsh. But you know.
But
I don't. Things happen. You know, I mean, things happen, and it's a bummer. But I mean, what do you do? You know, what do you do?
Now, how's your working relationship with Jack? I'm sure probably when you first started compared to where you are now.
It's completely different than it was then. I mean, I was, when I got in, you just formed the version of the band, and I was the last guy in. So I was just kind of like the newbie, just kind of kicking back and observing. But in the intern, things started happening. Guys started leaving.
Turnover.
It started turning over. Yeah, everybody. I mean, the management's turned over twice. I mean, different tour managers have come and gone. And then it's since the beginning, it's just been him that have been it. But I mean, some of the guys like Tony was in the band back in the '80s playing bass. But he plays guitar in the band now. And he's actually a much better guitar player than he is bass player.
Okay.
And he sings and plays keys and does all the stuff. So he's been back in, or I don't know if you say back in because it's Jack Russell's Great White, not Great White, but
back with Jack and
and it's been, I want to say 5 years.
Okay.
So it's been a while. And then Dickie, the guy's playing drums, actually played with Bruce Dickinson, played with Skin. He's played with a bunch of different bands, but he's been in the band like 5 years now too.
Damn.
So the newest guy in the band is the bass player, Dan McNay, and he's the longest running bass player in this version of the band now. Nobody had made it to 2 years. It was the first guy, Dario Satius, was in the band about a year and a half, and then Tony played bass for about 4 or 5 months. Then we had another guy, it's Chris Tristram, and he was in the band about almost 2 years, but now Dan's 2.5 years.
All right, made it over the hump.
He made it over the hump.
Yeah,
That's what I was
knock on wood, right?
And it's been great. I mean, he's a great guy. Get along with him really well. I mean, he's got a track record. He's played with a lot of people. I mean, he played with Ronnie Montrose. He played in Tesla for a little.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Really?
He knows all those guys from up north. They're all like, I think they seem like a pretty close
little tight clique up
and
there.
They all seem really cool. All the guys that I've met from him through all those bands like Y&T and just all the cats from up there seem really just chill. They're really cool.
Now, how's it been when you've been going with your music? Approaching Jack. Is he?
As far as it's interesting because at first he'll tell a little bit different story. So if he happens to watch, he won't see it. But if he does, I mean, he really, when I first came to him, he didn't really listen to what I had. Not really, kind of half. He was working with the other guitar player. They had done music together before.
Yeah.
And he was kind of pushing that. And then when the other guitar player was out of the picture, then it just started kind of happening. And I was going, I got these songs here, And then he was like, oh, wow, hey, that's pretty good. It all of a sudden changed. Like one day, all of a sudden, boom. I mean, the very first song I brought to him ended up on the record.
Oh, really?
There's because I brought him like 7 songs. And I think 3 of them ended up on the record. But the first one I played him,
which was?
It was called Don't Let Me Go.
Okay.
It's kind of like a Jamaica Zeppelin kind of thing. It's very much in that vibe, kind of reggae-ish, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it took a little bit for him to trust me, but then after we started recording together and he would see how I did with his vocals and how I put together his vocal, he was like, oh, wow. And all of a sudden it's just like complete trust. Then he was just like, just do it.
That's
and
cool.
it was cool because what happened in the beginning was he started slowly trusting me on all these different things, like rewriting endings and intros to songs. After I'd done it a couple times, he was just like, I trust it's good. I go, you don't want to hear what it is? I'm sure it's good. And then you'd hear it when we play it live. But just every little thing, and the one thing I go, the last thing I need him to do is to trust me for songwriting. And finally it happened, and now it's like he goes, I don't let anybody write lyrics with me. He goes, but I trust you with my lyrics. Because he's got to sing something that
he's got to feel.
He believes.
Yeah, exactly. And I understand that. I get it. And I get where he's coming from, so I know how to work with him on the lyrics. So he'll come up, I mean, I've come up with the concept, I'll come up with lyrics, and, you know, I'm like, I don't go in there and go, here's the lyrics, you got to sing them. You know, I'm like, here's some lyrics, check it out. Yeah. And he'll be, oh, I like this and this and this, but I don't like this, or whatever, you know. Yeah. It just depends on what it could be. And then he'll have lyrics, and he runs all his lyrics by me, which is cool. He goes,
no shit. He even runs. Wow.
He runs them, and I'll go.
That's cool that he does that. You know.
And I'm pretty hard on lyrics.
Oh, okay.
I'll be like, okay. I go, that's pretty cool, but, and I'll be just pretty, you know, kind of blunt about it. No to this, no to this, no to this, and always, he'll be like, and he trusts me. He's like, okay, and I go, and the reason being is because I can't stand trite stuff. Oh, baby, I look into your eyes and I love you so deeply, or whatever. It's like, oh, you know, really, I don't want to hear that anymore. So, you know, the lyrics need to be, and he's done a lot of that in the past. And there was a few songs that, you know, it was like, okay, we'll let it slide on the record. Like Don't Let Me Go, there's a couple lines, but they got a nice little twist to them. There's an a cappella track that's got some stuff that's kind of like that, but the rest of the lyrics are like, whoa, it's different. And I'm like, well, that to me is important. I mean, you know, listen to the lyrics from the Rolling Stones and the lyrics.
Oh yeah,
up with, I mean, come on, you know, everything is just like, that's brilliant. I mean, Freddie Mercury,
Freddie, yes.
Simple is better sometimes.
But just I mean, Crossfire Hurricane. I mean, you know, think of some of the lines the guys come up with. My God, you know, and I'm going, that's the level of lyrics we need to achieve. We need to strive for. It's easy to come up with the other stuff all day long, but I mean, that's copping out.
Yeah, but we are going more into the lyrics, more of a meaning as there's more description into it.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to, yeah, baby, love you, you know, anything that's tongue-in-cheek, cliche,
I like
you've heard a
lyrics
million
that paint
times.
the picture.
Absolutely.
Because the music is pretty much the foreground for whatever that vision is for that song.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
that's right.
The lyrics have to be the mouthpiece, and you know, it's cool if you get a poppy song and it has da-da-da, but even then you still should have a little bit of substance.
Yeah, exactly. Some depth to it.
Yes.
Some depth to it.
I want to go somewhere when I listen to music.
That's right. And I want that lyric to go somewhere. I want it to bring me somewhere different, even though, I mean, you're going to basically write about the same kind of stuff. Basically, right?
Yeah.
But just do it in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, we got to find a different way, and that's, you know, it's been cool because we're getting there. We're getting there. But I really, like, I keep telling we got to strive for. I mean, the melodies and the music part is something I've done for years with many different bands, and I feel like we got a pretty good handle on that.
Yeah, plus you're comfortable with what you're doing, and
but lyrics has always been the point for me that it's a tough one. Because I mean, I can struggle with lyrics and just struggle. Like, God, you know, I just hate it. It's so trite. I don't want to hear that. Who wants to hear that again? I mean, you know,
exactly. It's this line or these phrases, whatever. They're just beaten to death. Give me something fresh.
So much, and you see it so much. I listen to lyrics and go,
if I hear "baby" in one more damn song,
it's just I know, and it's like, I look into your eyes. Yeah, sure you do. God, stop, don't.
That's a big no.
Which guy? Right? Which eye are you looking into? What's going on?
Brown eye.
Right, there you go. See, you could give it a twist like that, and that makes it cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, we're going to get back into a little bit more music here, then we're going to get back with Robby Lockner here, enjoying our conversation here. Learning a lot here tonight about Robby and what's going on with Jack Russell's Great White, and hey, we're going to have some show announcements coming up, some with Jack Russell's Great White, some of the bands here. We're also going to have a ticket giveaway, courtesy of Navang, with their show with Graham Bonnet coming up next month over at Malone's at 604 East Dyer Road. But what do we got lined up here? I think, A Little Betrayed by Faith.
Oh, yes. My favorite.
Yeah. Just one of yours?
Well, one. There are so many.
I know.
That's the thing.
Yeah, plus the amount of bands that you're in, so you got to put them down, at least not down by number 5 or 6 then.
Well, you know, they go up and down.
All right. All right, here's a double shot of Betrayed by Faith, and then we're going to get right back into it with Robby Lockner. And if you want to get your band heard here on C4OCradio.com, send us your MP3s along with your EPKs to C4OCradio@gmail.com. So here's some Betrayed by Faith for you.
Shut us down. Shut us down after the third song. You just can't do that. Right? Not anymore. Like the old days. We had like 9 bands last summer. We had
Oh God.
For our party, we had 9 bands, an all-day thing. We were 8 hours on the Facebook Go Live. Yeah, just, we're testing it out. See what we can bring. And then a couple of weeks later, there was a show called the Desert Metal Moon Fest. Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Canceled. Yeah. And we won't go into that. Right. And off camera we could talk about that. Right. So we just invited the bands because they were all loaded up, ready to play. Oh wow. So we invited them here. We had 2 days and people had their tents all out around here.
Step away outside here for a quick moment.
And we call it the Meteor Fest because they were having a meteor shower that night. So we just did that to rescue the day, you know what I mean? And it was fun. Yeah, that's cool. So, yeah. This is, we got a booth this weekend, 2 days at the new Blues Festival in Long Beach. Yeah, the one on El Dorado Park. Yeah, they got a new.
That one.
Yeah, because, they shut down the old Long Beach Blues Festival. And so the same people that were running...
Which blues festival was the other one? It wasn't Victor Delgado, it was New Victor?
Yeah.
Was it his festival?
The main one that we used to be out there at the... it was at Cal State Long Beach. Yeah.
That might not be it. This is at a park.
Yeah, this one's at El Dorado Park.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, yeah, this is like the same people, but less a couple of
When is that show?
That's September 1st and 2nd. And so
that's this weekend.
Yeah, so we're out there. They called us up and they actually wanted, we've just been doing this for 2 years and we've been pushing and pushing and pushing. And so now we're starting to get people liking what we're doing. And so now we got a booth. We don't have to pay for anything. Go out there and push and do what we do. So it's so cool. And we did this all from my garage, basically. Yeah. You should see my garage. Actually, is my studio where all my bands play. Yeah. So, and I made it say it because I'm a carpenter. That's what I do during the day. Yeah. But at night, I'm rock star man at night. After carpenter.
Is that a blue microphone? This one looks like one of blue microphones.
Yeah, no, this is probably so offshoot that there's some people send us one that they want to just do a sponsor and all that stuff, so they send us everything. Yeah, I keep all the good stuff in the house.
Okay.
We record with, because don't want to have that out here. Yeah, we do record. I got a Soundcraft big ass board.
Oh no.
Yeah.
One of the stout ones.
Yes. It's the old one with the big $1,200 power conductor fucking thing. Yeah.
It's like 24 channels.
Yeah.
Big,
24 channels.
A friend of mine at the church he was at had one of those and they threw it out.
Yeah.
Just recently into the trash and he took a picture. But you want it? I go, God, I would love to have it, but
yeah, there might be the same one. I got this from the church.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it'd be funny if that was the same one.
How long ago did you get it?
It's been about 3 months, 4 months.
Hey, that's
funny. But I got it from Tim Saxton. Yeah, and then there's the friend that he got it from was Dirk. can't remember his last name.
I bet it was, they were throwing it out. It was in the trash. It was done.
Yeah.
And so they were just wanted it gone. So
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
just
man,
wanted it
somebody could
gone.
just get a home for that thing.
But it didn't have a power supply,
Oh, indeed.
so we had to buy it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, $1,200 for that shit.
How much was it?
$1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the board itself was worth something once upon a time, but not
Yeah.
anymore. But
No.
if you have it, you use it, you like it, it's worth something.
Yeah, I mean, it would work perfect for right in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, I just use a little 12-channel Behringer.
Yeah.
You know, as the interface and all that stuff, and I use that. Eventually, I'd like to go get some tape.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just, you know,
That's cool.
yeah, you know, we're not looking to make anything. We're just looking to dabble in all of it, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
One of my bands could have a record.
That'd be way cool.
That'd be great cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, we know we're not going to be rich and famous, so we're just going to make ourselves rich and famous in our own little circle.
Yeah. You're having fun. That's what it's about.
We are having fun, dude. I'm just telling you. I just recently got a booking for the Rainbow on Friday nights. So we're going to start booking on Friday
Oh,
nights.
it's a parking lot thing?
No, upstairs. In the back
Private
upstairs.
club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They have the private bar upstairs. It's
Yeah.
a weird thing, like where the Hollywood Vampire
Oh, okay.
is the
Yeah.
layer.
Yeah.
If you've been in that bar up there, they got the Hollywood Vampire thing's like a tree house thing up inside with no tree.
Yeah.
And it's got like a couple
And it-
tables and then a good sized bar.
But then when
and
you
an
come on
area.
the main floor, everybody sits right there where the bar is. And then you go downstairs and the band plays down there.
Yeah, it's off the upstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
You
like
go
the...
upstairs and then you're up in the attic. Or
Like a little... Yeah. But it was pretty cool. I brought...
We played there a couple years ago. They're outdoor, their parking lot.
Right.
The parking
Yeah, I
lot
want to
is-
do
That's
that.
rad on
Oh,
the
is that like
parking lot.
that?
Yeah, that's
During,
a real
probably
stage.
during the summer?
That's what I'd like to do.
I think they probably do that like probably like 2 or 3 times during the year.
I think we only do it once a year.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
I think
with
it's
Crew,
once a year.
Crew Fest usually. I think, right?
Yeah, they do the crew fest
No,
thing.
yeah,
They do it there too. So the
Yeah.
guy from Indiana.
Last year they did
Because
do
they'll
it
pack that
twice.
all up
Yeah.
and into the street, you know, for that outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. We played, J.P. Lee played before us.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
That was cool.
That's way cool. Yeah, yeah.
What was this? Yeah, Red Dragon?
There's a Red Dragon Cartel.
Cartel, yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about 2-3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? It has been because he's our own bass player was with us, so it had to be.
It's 3.
Yeah,
Different bass player.
yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes it's hard to be like, you gotta judge it by it. Who was the rough? Who was in the band at that time? That give you an idea.
I know. You know, I just burnt your nose.
What's that?
That Session Ellis
Another
shit.
candle, it ain't doing shit
I know, I just
for
got
me.
this.
I haven't had anything.
That's one thing that I really hate. People sell shit that don't work.
It probably works for like a 2-foot radius.
Yeah, that's probably about
That's probably why how you're good, you know. I know, it's irritating the people within like 10 feet.
Right, sweet. Oh, hey, Denny, less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
So we should probably wrap me on this one.
Yeah.
I gotta get in the studio before I start getting like.
Yeah, before you start hitting the wall.
Yeah.
Are you working with that Project Jim Cream?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Doing that. Also, that rock.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, kind of quick mention that as well. We had a bit of a phone interview with Rick Fox a few weeks back. He was mentioning some of the covers on that.
Yeah.
Wait a sec.
Yeah, I did his last record as well.
Oh, Jim's?
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Metalheads? Mike C with the House of Metal Radio Show. You are listening to C4OC Radio. Okay, just had a little double shot there, Betrayed by Faith. But hey, hanging out in the compound with us tonight. Hey, very glad to have Mr. Robby Lockner here from Jack Russell's Great White. This has been really cool, you coming down here tonight. So, you have a bunch of shows coming up. You mentioned 14th and the 15th of September.
Yeah, 14th Wiltern, 15th House of Blues Anaheim.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
And any other ones in September or SoCal, like, or were those other dates you mentioned with San Diego and that?
Yeah, San Diego's on the 12th. That's the closest. Then Phoenix. Yeah, it gets further and further away. And so
that's cool. Now our base, yeah, we do have a lot of listeners right here in the Southern California area, but most of our listening audience is even well outside this area, more international than anything.
Just go to Jack Russell's GreatWhiteBand.com. You'll find stuff there, or go to Jack Russell on Facebook page and sign up. And
Jack.
Keep up with the latest.
And Jack stays busy on that. I noticed that.
A lot of shows.
That's where I went to it.
Yeah.
Now,
he keeps on it.
Now you keep busy yourself. Now we were just even mentioning before. Now is it technically the Jim Crean project, or what does he call it, or is it just Jim Crean?
Yeah.
And the people out there who don't know Jim Crean, he's been singing with a bunch of some national acts, correct?
Yeah, but he's a singer out of Buffalo, New York. Mm-hmm. And Jim's, I met him, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. We played a show, Buffalo and his band, they're called Hair Nation. Yeah. And they opened up for us, and we just hit it off. And then he was like, hey, he wanted me to play on his record, and I played on his last record. I played a solo on the record. And then he's doing a new record, and I'm going to play at least one track this time. I've been so busy. I got the solo done to one track, but I haven't had a chance to get back, and I've been redoing my studio, and I'm like, okay, I can focus on our stuff, but I am going to get and knock all that out. I was supposed to have Rick Fox come in and play bass there, but I was so slammed, and I was redoing the studio, and it wasn't up for a while. Now it's running, but he got his bass tracks done elsewhere, which actually helps me a lot, because then I can just focus on getting and doing my part, just because my timeline is so...
Yeah, you got a very tight schedule that you're working on. Being on the road, only a couple of days home, and take care of what you need to during that time.
Yeah, so it's tight, but I'll get it done. But it's cool. I mean, he's got Vinny Appice and Carmine Appice playing drums. So it's cool, because for me it's interesting. I played with Vinny, I've recorded with him a couple of times, but I've never met him.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, that's what I played with. I played with him sort of, and then his brother, Carmine, I've actually played with live.
Oh really?
I haven't recorded with him on any of the tracks, but we played the last one we did was in Phoenix with him and Rudy Sarzo and
great guys.
Pat Travers and
no shit, Pat still rips, man, right?
Yeah. Billy Stokes was the guy who kind of coordinated it all. He was going to get Frank Marino. I was like, Frank Marino.
What? Oh really?
Yeah, I love Frank Marino. So, but Frank, when they did the show, they had him up on the screen and did like a live thing and.
Oh real? No shit.
Yeah. So he just talked.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, hi to Robbie. I'm like, what? Me? Really? Hey, Frank. I mean, I've watched that guy since way back. So it's really cool. So he was talking about he was gonna do another record. I was going, with Frank. I go, man, it'd be great to play on a track with him. But we'll see how that all pans out. And there's another thing I was doing was the Rock Renaissance Orchestra.
Oh, this I haven't heard of.
That's pretty cool. This guy's got a lot of people on it. A lot of guys. Like he's got what's the killer guitar? We got Joel Hoekstra.
Oh, okay,
guitar. He's got Bumblefoot playing on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got some sick players on there. Alan White playing drums on it. Bunch of different guys, bunch of drummers. He's the keyboard player.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. And he's gonna take it on tour.
Oh shit.
And he's got this thing lined up. And the sad part about it is the guy who brought me into the picture, Mikey Bones, bass player, great bass player. I knew him from back in Arizona. He brought me into the picture. Well, he died about a year ago before the thing totally got down and off the ground, just up out of nowhere, just like had a heart attack or something. So I was like, man, he didn't get to see it to the end, but he is like, oh yeah, he wanted to get me involved, and now I'm like, okay, I want to help see this through as it, when they actually get it out on tour. But this guy has got like, man, he's got some stuff going on. He's got big time management, big time attorneys. He's got a big time agency. I mean, like all top of the line. And he's gonna do like a Live Nation run. And the idea is to do the run. And he's got Tony Arnell, who's going to be one of the main singers. If you remember Tony, TNT.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, man. That guy is
he has great voice.
And Robin McCauley would be the two main singers. And they'll do this run, and everybody's busy with different gigs, so they'll kind of float in and out, different players. Yeah. Okay. So I really kind of want to get in that a little bit.
get a little rotation on that.
Yeah, I want to get in it, and hopefully it can work around my schedule a little bit. But he's talking about having Ann Wilson as one of the guests, and Paul Rogers. I'm like,
Whoa.
yeah, I want to do that. You know,
Yeah, that'd be
that would be badass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Either or both of them would be like, it goes, so you would do some of their songs, and then some from the record, and then probably some of Rob McCauley's, and hopefully some of Tony Arnell's. I'd love to do some TNT stuff.
Well, everyone's a star, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone's a star.
That guy has some pipes. I remember him.
Oh man,
Fuck
he
yeah.
sings like an angel. That guy, like on the what's that the one after that the record. I can't
Well, there was Nights in the New
Intuition.
Thunder.
It
Okay.
was Intuition. Man, it took me a little bit to get used to that because I was used to the Tumble Tales.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was just
song. Yeah. Even great song
Oh
itself.
yeah, just great. And then this one was like, wow, it's different. As I started listening to it more and more, I was like, wow, this is amazing. The guitar playing and the singing are just, and the band is so tight. I mean, super tight. And this is long before Pro Tools.
Oh no,
You know,
shit.
before
anything could be perfect.
These guys were playing
Had to
like
have it down.
stupid tight.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be able to play with guys like that would be a really cool.
That'd be like,
thing.
Yeah.
that'd be like, that was right.
That'd be all right. Yeah. It'd be
It'd
great.
be a test of your own skills.
Mhm.
You know, that's
Yeah.
why I like situations
Yeah.
like that, because you're like, all right, let's see.
It puts you, definitely kind of gets your nerves going a little bit. Like, okay, I gotta, because you start getting comfortable where you're at. And I'm not gonna say comfortable, because I don't like, I always like when we play, it's edgy. There's an edge to it, but you do get comfortable,
Yeah.
So you kind of throw yourself out of the box a little bit.
Yep.
And then you got to kind of, hopefully rise to the occasion.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like fresh work. All of a sudden something new. Got to nail this down, especially with the guys who I'm playing with.
You have different guys and all top level guys,
So
so
inspiring. Right.
yeah.
Make yourself get to that next level,
Yeah.
Or at least try to get as close to that as you can.
Well,
right?
exactly. That's just it, And then, of course, my allegiance is with Jack, because so we've got that relationship that has just kind of developed into something way beyond just playing in a band together. We're friends, and just not just the writing, but just everything, together.
And that's the truth. Like I've been in a lot of bands, and like I've always been friends with all the bands that I've been in, and like I have seen a lot of bands go through here where like they don't even hang out, they don't even talk or anything,
Yeah,
and
I know.
they just go to rehearsal, and that's when they interact. But there's no real interaction there. It's like, how can you get your true interpretation of your art across for the project?
Well, that's interesting, because I think about that a lot, because you go, you want it to be that, and that's what I've always strived to be in every band I've been in, and you would think that's great, but then you look at something like Fleetwood Mac, where there was so much turmoil, and yet they
Too
put
much
out
togetherness.
the biggest, one of the biggest albums of all time. Or look at the Eagles, all the turmoil, but look what they did. So I go, do you need the turmoil to do this?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's almost part of the equation.
Yeah, and for me, I think, God, that's not what I want. I want the unity and be able to do it, I don't want the turmoil and the fighting and whatever,
I'd like to go through bullshit with my band, but not bullshit with my band.
Right,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? And
Exactly.
that's,
It's
There's different strokes for
fine
different
line
folks.
for
Some
that
people
thing,
feed off of that,
Yeah.
and it's interesting, because I think about that though, okay, maybe we should fight some more. Let's go fight, and then let's go write. It's kind of like with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever. You go fight, and then look, we're gonna make up.
It's always good to play with a little
Right.
aggression.
Right. That's right.
Right? Whenever we have a fight, like right before in the middle of the set, man, the songs are like ridiculous afterwards. Because we're wound.
Now, where did you first got started? You said you mentioned out in Tucson, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you were growing up, like, was it maybe a family member or a friend that kind of got
It
you
was
turned
my
on
brother.
to music?
Yeah, my brother started me and a couple of my other brothers and some neighborhood kids, and just a bunch of us all started playing. I remember the first thing he showed me was Honey Hush, which is basically Train Kept a Rollin'.
Okay.
One finger doing a thing, and we all kind of learned it, and the next day I got up and I was sitting there playing it again, and that's kind of started kind of progressing, and I started picking it up. And I mean, I was super musically stupid when I started playing. I mean, I just didn't. I mean, you would think I didn't have an ear. I would watch my brother and go, God, how can he learn this stuff? He'd only been playing 6 months, and he can sit there and learn songs. Going, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Now I listen to stuff and you just know it.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know, it's something that couldn't be developed. But I'm living proof that you can develop the ear to do that and hear things and whatever.
Everybody has the natural tones in their head. They just need to learn to identify them.
And some people naturally have it more, like my brother did. He was more naturally. My younger brother could play, you know, more naturally than I did. But I put more of the time and more effort into it. And then really it took, you know, about a year, 2 years, and then all of a sudden it was like it literally changed over one night that I knew that that was it. I'm going to play guitar, and it was really based on some guy. I went to a party with some friends of mine, played guitar, whatever, and this kid was there, and he was playing, and then one of my friends had his guitar, and he was like, "Oh, cool!" And I got up and played, and I knew who this kid was. I won't mention his name just because I shouldn't. But so, you know, he was playing, I was playing, then he broke a string, and at least he was polite enough to sit there and wait to the end of the song. But when the song was over, I'll never forget what he said. He goes, "Since I'm so much better than you are, how about you sit down and watch and I'll play?" And I went, wow. And I was like, okay, gave him the guitar, and I was going, mother effort. And from that day, I didn't miss playing guitar. The next day, I got up and I started playing.
Oh, no,
I was going, oh yeah, with a vengeance.
Oh yeah, you want to? Oh yeah, no.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah, and I was like, okay. I mean, and it's so it's funny because
man.
it drove me to what had happened, you know. And then a year later, I was talking to this guy who's the guitar hero in town, and I was telling him about this guy, and he goes, well, if he's really good, maybe you should play with him. It's going, okay. And back in those days, man, I'd hunt down everybody. I would go watch everybody play, and I don't know how I got this guy's number, but I'd call him up. Yeah. It's like, hey man, you want to get together and play? And we met, you know, and I told him, he goes, I don't remember you. And he goes, but I jam with anybody. And I was going, oh, okay. I was going, God, Pompey's a jerk. But I was going, okay, that's fine. Let's get together and jam, you know. And he's going, okay. And I was going, okay, let's do some Priest. How about like Delivering the Goods? You know that one? He goes, yep, note for note. I'm like, whoa, he must have really gotten good. I mean, Delivering the Goods has got that badass solo. Everything I mentioned, note for note, right? I was like, whoa. So we got together and we started playing, and I was like, I'd already passed him up. He didn't play anything note for note. So he ended up sitting down, smoking bongs, and just watching us play. He just smoking the weed and watching us play. And then it was after that, then he called me up later. He goes, you know, I've been thinking about it, and I'd like to join your band. And I go, you know what? Fuck you.
Oh, no shit. Hey, fuck you, man.
Clearly fuck you. I was going, okay, I've had enough. And then, you know, it was pretty sad because we used to play parties like every weekend, you know. This is like early high school days. And he started showing up with his amp and guitar. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he would just show up and start playing. I was like, finally we had to kick him to the curb. But it's like, dude, you can't do it. We don't want you in the band. We don't want you around.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
So that's a sweet fuck you, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like, it's funny because it's like, it's so far back in my history that it was like it happened and I passed the guy up, which meant really nothing. But at the time, it seemed like so monumental.
That was like the spark that kind of...
And you know what? And there's always been continually something like that that kind of sparks you into doing other things. And I've got other stories that I wouldn't tell because they're people that you would know.
Oh, okay.
You know? And it would be like, oh, that sparked me into doing things. And I thought, you know what? You kind of need people to do that sometimes. I mean, I hate that. I hate that there's so many people who are douchebags. And I strive never to be a douchebag because I don't want to be the guy that, you know, people think, what a fucking jerk, you know. Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of guys who are they just think they're above you because I played in this band or that band, and I get a sense right away. I can look at somebody right away and go, oh, okay. And now I mean, I so don't give a fuck anymore. I just stopped giving a shit. But you know, I had this happen about 8-9 years ago with a guy, and I was like, wow, he's a known drummer. I mean, he's played in big acts and stuff. And I thought, fucker. I go, somehow, some way. I go, this seems like a bigger obstacle to pass, but it's not like I really want to pass it, but you know, I'm doing stuff and everything's good. Yeah. You know, it hasn't come full circle yet, but it will. There's things that have happened that have kind of have.
Yeah.
And I can't really put it in. I don't, you know, I just don't want to shit talk, but I mean, it's all truth.
Yeah. But it's one of those ones that you keep in the back of your head as your
and it's like
drive behind, or just that extra.
And I know someday it's gonna come around, and I'm gonna see the guy again, and he probably won't even remember me.
Oh, no,
he probably won't. He might. But, you know, because I did have something to say after we did it. It was like an audition.
Yeah.
It was a joke. But I told him, I was nice about it, but I said, you'll be seeing me around. It was like, whoa, kind of shocking. Yeah.
I often wonder. It's like some of the musicians that are successful, and there's other musicians that are coming up. The musicians that are successful, they're like the journeymen of the trade.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're kind of like singling out the apprentices,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, how are they going to learn properly? How's the music going to keep any, you know, buoyancy? You know, because a lot of kids aren't listening to metal. They're not listening to rock.
No.
But there are those chosen few who people take the time to introduce them to that.
Yeah.
And they are, but you know, I'm just like, you know, because I run into that on quite a bit of occasion.
We do a lot,
Why are you being a douche?
Some of the nicest people and some of the biggest dicks, and we're all on the local level. It's like, I'm glad you got.
We should be glad that we get to play.
Well, and that's just it. And it's, you know what, it's been going on forever, and it's been going on, and it goes on in all the music scenes. I mean, I see it, like, because the bands that open for us all the time, there's local bands, and I mean, they're cool with us because we're the national act coming through. But, I mean, you can tell. You can just tell. You know what I mean? I just know because I've been there, and I see how the scene's, I go, man, the scene is very similar in a lot of places around the country. You get guys that you can just tell are cool guys. You go, you know what? I like this guy. You just know they're legit.
Yeah, we met some of the greatest people.
That you just kind of know, you know, and you can watch them interact with other guys and go, yeah, okay, I get it. It's just, to me, it's not cool. I mean, it's, you know, it's just not cool because people think they're above somebody, then they try and hold you down. It's like, it doesn't work like that. No. You can't hold somebody down. You can inspire them to pass you up and kick you to the curb, but you know, it'd be better to inspire them to pass you up, just with, you know, inspire them in a good way.
I look at it like, why does this have to be an Olympic sport?
Well, exactly.
We're not going to get a gold medal.
No.
Last I heard, music was a circle of different musicians collaborating together to make one tone. You know what I mean? And some are better than others. But
it's subjective.
It's all art.
Because because it's art. It's subjective. You're not like an MMA fight. A guy gets knocked out, you lost, or you know, the most points scored, or I ran the fastest. It's so subjective. It's kind of like, you know, for me, I don't even like to think about that. I mean, I'll listen to something and go, wow, that's really good, and appreciate the art.
Yes.
And a lot of different styles and whatever, mixing, whatever it is with music, I appreciate it. But I'm not going to sit there and go, wow, I can outdo that. What? Who cares?
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's just stupid.
Awesome. It's your own creation, your own originality. It's what,
and people, a lot of people don't understand that, and they don't
think that way.
They don't think that way, and it's like it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. There's guys who are technically not great players, but like Ace Frehley. I love Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say, I can outplay Ace. No, not really. I mean, Ace is Ace. I mean,
you know
he does his thing.
He does his own style, his own.
And sure, I can go and learn from him. Why not? Why wouldn't I? I love him. I love his playing. I mean, there's, you know, I love Brad Paisley. Phenomenal talent, you know. And I certainly love learning from him, or Albert Lee, or Bach, or Beethoven, or whatever it is. But it's just anything that you can kind of go, oh, that's inspiring.
Yeah.
I like that.
Feel anytime musicians get together, good or bad, you can learn something.
That's right.
I've learned something from my kid. You know, he didn't know what he was teaching me. Even Mike's kid. I was like, hey, little motherfucker.
That's right. I mean, I've been teaching guitar for years, right? And sometimes, I mean, you just never know. You'll learn the littlest thing from somebody who's just beginning. They'll do something that makes you go, wow.
Look at it. Different angle.
They don't look at it.
Hey, what's he doing over there?
Yeah, I mean, just anything, or that's something they might say. I mean, you never know. You never know what'll inspire you. Go, wow.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and I don't go in like when I teach, I don't go in like, you know, I know it all, because I don't. And the thing is, it's like professionals, everybody makes mistakes. I'm that way, like with a doctor. You go to a doctor and he'll tell you something like you told myself and my wife, oh, you'll never have a kid. And I was going, fuck that, we need a new doctor.
Yeah.
And then you can't have kids, it's not going to happen. Well, we did.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, they're wrong all the time. And it's so on the same level, a doctor, You know, unfortunately, a pilot, you know, I hope he doesn't make an error when we're flying.
Yeah.
But, you know, a musician, I mean, you know, I make mistakes playing, I make mistakes with whatever. You know, it happens. Everybody does it. You just got to kind of realize, oh, hey, wow, that wasn't right, or whatever.
Yeah, correct.
And roll with it.
Yeah, and roll with it, learn with it. And, you know, another part of the learning is learning what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what you say, you learn from people. I do learn from people. I go, wow, I never want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy.
I'm going to learn from your experience.
Yeah, you taught me a lot today.
I'm going to put that on the do not list. Nope,
Right.
nope.
Mental note.
Yep.
Now, I know you got to get rocking here soon, so you're heading back in the studio, doing a little more production here this evening. But is there any particular words you want to leave with the people? Any particular shout-outs you would like to give? Say hi to anyone, etc., etc.?
Yeah, hi to everyone.
Hey, but don't forget, if you're in the Southern California area, Friday, September 14th, that's going to be at the Wilton Theater up in Hollywood. Yep. And then on Saturday the 15th, Jack Russell's Great White is then going to be performing at the House of Blues in Anaheim.
That's right.
That should be pretty fucking good. At least, hey, that's a close trip for you at least then, right?
Yeah, it's nice and close to home. I love it.
Not hard getting travel plans with that one.
No, that's easy. That San Diego is a little further, but not bad. That, the Wilton and Anaheim, I'm like, oh, I can drive my own car. I can go to my own bed at night. It's nice. But then once we kind of start traveling out of the area, you know.
Now, you want to check Robby Lockner out with Jack Russell's Great White. Also going to be on the upcoming Jim Crean album. In fact, I think Mr. Rick Fox was even making mention of a particular song that you're doing. You're going to be up on the single "Broken" with him.
Yes. Yeah.
That's very cool. You mentioned, Rick Fox is going to be on one of the tracks with Vinny Appice and Chris Holmes and Frank Domino.
Yep. That's nice. That's awesome.
Frank.
Yep.
Frank's on there too. Cool.
Yeah. And then he also he said he was reached out to, who did I see there? I saw Richie Rano.
Oh, yes.
Richie Rano from Stars and JJ French. Actually, my brother's actually very good friends with Richie Rano. He played on my brother's last CD he put out. So it's great seeing some of these names pop around again. It's like after so many years, like, holy shit, remember back on the East Coast, now I'm out here, same thing's going around again.
Right.
But it's always great. And you were mentioning about the new Jack Russell, Jack Russell's Great White new album that's in the works. Any approximate drop date, or you think it's going to be 18 or 19?
It's definitely going to be 19, but you know, we got to get on. We're going to be so busy through the end of the year. It's going to be really hard to get done what we need to get done. That's the tough part. It's like, man, we get so busy, and then it's like the holidays are here.
Yep.
You want to spend time with your family. I mean, you always got to work that in. But you know, sometime in 19. Originally, we're going to have it recorded and done by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew. We were saying that as going, it's probably not reality.
Yeah, it's like saying a contractor is going to be done on time, you know?
Yeah, right. And that's basically, same thing. Yeah.
Very cool. Hey, but I want to say thank you so much for coming down here to the C4OC compound tonight, joining us here, letting us know what's going on with you. Jack Russell's Great White, getting to learn about you, where it all came from, your experiences with
Strength and Hope,
Rob Halford and Fight, and
That's so cool.
Jim Crean and everything. And actually, before you leave, I want to make sure I get your number. Maybe talk about getting something lined up over at the House of Metal over in Santa Ana. You know,
Okay.
I liked what you were talking about doing the acoustic thing. Because we actually, cause my partner and I bookings were actually looking at some other acts doing similar type of thing, and I know with you and Jack, I think that could be really fucking tits. And everybody likes tits. I don't get male or female, even chicks like tits.
All acoustic out, yeah.
Hey, and hey, first, thank you for coming down here tonight. I'm gonna get a picture with the crew here right before we leave.
Thank you.
And hey, we're gonna get back into the music here.
I'm glad my wife was up before.
Right? Yeah, I was on the phone with Jack. I don't even know how it happened. She just started talking to me. I was going, oh, man. And I was like,
My wife does that.
Yeah.
She just has the knack for that.
Yeah, I'm just picking up a few things, and you know.
It's like, oh shit.
Doing business on the phone. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Then all of a sudden, you know.
It's like, excuse me.
Yeah, right.
Very cool. Well, here's a double shot of Stonebreed coming up, and I think it's going to be time to pack a bowl and rock and roll in this little break as well. Yeah, we've been holding out for that. All right, here's a double shot of Stonebreed on C4OCradio.com.
Oh yeah, let's go. Sweet, man. A couple of weeks ago, Rick Fox called me. Drew this down.
She called home and neighbors called the shack. Bad loud because she's nigga. She'll take you down to Jet City. She wants the back streets. She never wants to give up free straight out the back seat. Black cat, superstitious woman. She flies high like a 747. She's built for rhythm and speed. She goes down, swear he wasn't heavy. She's down for dirty, dirty days. Whoa, 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 Jet City. Got the legs to make you feel better. Whoa, 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 Jet City.
Hey, Rick.
Like social disease.
Elias. Who we got chiming in tonight? Oh, Virginia. Rick. Todd. Dobby. Nick Moore. Cynthia. Tessie. Hi, Mom. Michael Flores, Elena, Mike, what's up? Hell yeah. Yep. Yes, Virginia. Yeah.
Side of the tracks. She called home and the neighbors called the shack. Right loud because she's pretty. She'll take you down to Jet City. She flies high like a 747. She's built for rhythm and speed. She goes down, swear he wasn't heavy. She's down for dirty, dirty days.
Sorry, Rick. Maybe it's your internet. Yes, as soon as we are done broadcasting tonight, I will copy the link and send it to Rick. No problem. You're listening to C4OC 7 Streaming Siren.
When I was just a young boy, I saw a man laying face down, dead in the sand. Then I thought about his family, how sad they must be.
I'm doing a show right now. I'll give you some as soon as I'm done. I'll give you prices
In the distance, I heard the cries of the sorrow, like the red and the blue streaks.
as soon as I'm done.
Several inside.
I'll block you again. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That was an accident. That was an accident. Acapella rock and roll is coming down.
I got something there too. I think it went good because it went very smooth and went very fast. Well, I'm like, what time is it? You know, and I like it because it's the same location that we hear first, no matter who it is. You know, like what's going on, and then we talk, and then after a minute, they open up and they're like, yeah, it's all cool. It's all
you
chill.
guys are cool.
All right, this is my brother.
See, are you singing this thing? Yeah, I was.
He actually plays all the instruments on, but he's primarily a bass player. That's one of the that sound here's one of the
rubbish, you can see your reflection. But do you know what lies below?
Yeah, my father, yeah, it was just everything all concrete.
Do you really know?
That tiny little shitter, and that's where our freaking washer dryer was, all that kind of stupid shit. And what was my grandpa had built a big old cedar wood. Oak wood bench.
Before you come back up for air, or will you stay down there? Are you happy just to stay down there?
When I was here, I was going to church. I was putting some of the commercials.
When the winter makes you hard until the waves return, I can feel you wanting me to make you mine.
Maybe like 3.5 minutes.
Once the ice melts and the water starts getting warmer down, bring me to the top, don't let me go. Or will you stay down there? Are you happy just to stay down there? I'm floating along on your ocean, drifting along on your ocean, coming up, going down, coming up, going down. I'm floating along on your ocean, drifting along on your ocean, coming up, going down, coming up, going down. Now the sea is smooth and calm, shining in the night, waiting for the tide to rise under
1 minute,
the
people.
moonlit skies. Gentle waves are coming down, lapping on the shore. Pull me under ocean, pull me down once more.
Yo, what's going on, metalheads? Mike C with the House of Metal Radio Show, and you are listening to C4OCradio.com. Holy shit, that was a pretty fucking cool show we had here tonight. Friggin' Robby Lockner from Jack Russell's Great White fucking here in the compound.
Shazam.
Shazam. What's up, my brother Denster? Dude, what do you think about that tonight?
That was some good shit.
You know, I think it's been some real good shit going on here lately. You know, we had Robby in here tonight. We had fucking Boys from Resurrection last week.
Oh yeah.
Friggin'
we had the Boys from Resurrection last week, which was fucking hilarious.
That was great.
Dude, did you never not
Fuck
laugh?
you, man.
Fuck you. Hey, fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man.
That shit was good. And then we took him and partied and played at the Rainbow and fucking jammed at our fucking yearly party. And fucking before that, we had all the bands for our yearly party in here. And
oh, that, dude, that was a fucking trip. How was I able to pull that after that night? Fucking cut out and like, how the fuck did we pull that off?
I don't even know. I wasn't even there.
I worked that shit like it was a fucking House of Metal show, man. I was like, fucking, okay, we got this much time. Okay, this song, okay, out next. Who's out? Come on, get your asses in here.
I was at the Doll Hut watching you.
That was, dude. The funniest fucking thing was getting ready to end the show. I had everyone in there for the picture, getting ready to put my finger on the button, and then all of a sudden, Daddy, no.
Slid in safe.
I know, totally blew my fucking mind. I was laughing we were all laughing our asses off. That was fucking great. Loved it, man.
Yeah, I was watching it all the way home.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was typing in, don't hang up, don't go off the air.
Oh, you know,
nobody was even watching.
Well, because everyone was fucking trying to get in here and shit. I mean, you saw how many of us were in here? There was like 13 of us in here, fucking like wedged in here. It was a trip. Fucking, you know, Steve was here, freaking members from like almost all the bands were here. Fucking, it was a riot. I mean, it's just been going on great every fucking week. Working on some stuff for next week's show. I hope getting a few more guests in for next Tuesday as well.
Tomorrow we got the guitar player for Green Jelly.
Oh,
yes, coming in here for Big Mama's Mashup.
Oh, fuck yeah!
I am going to be doing my show this Thursday. And I got a surprise calling guest.
Oh,
yeah. Surprise!
What voice do I got to do? Not just joking.
We need to start doing that. It's wintertime. We need to talk about it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No, but definitely some real good shit going on here at C4OCradio.com. Fucking yeah.
Got a new banner courtesy of
L.A. McGee. All right, sweet. Hey,
we already left it at Jack's or at Jim's Music.
Oh, you did? Just from Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I had to go back and get it.
That was a fucking trip. Oh, but before we do sign off here this evening, definitely want to mention some shows that are going to be going on throughout Orange County and Southern California and that kind of shit. Let me get on to my thing here. It's called The House of Metal. It's going to be proud to present. It's going to be Scarred's CD release show. That's
going to that?
Oh yes, you are. That's going on Saturday, September 8th. Their new album is going to be called Destroyer. Okay, I'm trying to find my stuff here because we got so many bands going on. There is so much stuff at House of Metal. Yeah, we're getting into Petey's place up in Tarzana, right on Reseda Boulevard. I mean, it's like it's just a block right before where Palladino's used to be.
Yeah.
So I mean, you would pass this place. It's literally a traffic light.
Rock at Palladino's where it used to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's that friggin' close. But Scarred's gonna be performing on that. What do we got here? Where is my shit? God damn it, Pokey. Need some new crap here.
This must be your week in Guitarists. Yeah, you might say that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good stuff here.
Been a lot of good ones. House of Metal and C4OC Radio kick ass and taking names. That's right, Virginia.
Thank you. We definitely appreciate that. But man, you know, I might be just a little high right now, and all my maybe it's just a little,
just a little.
But that's all right. Hey, I'm trying to spare some time here so I can find this friggin' flyer and read the fucking bands and that kind of shit.
I'm just a little high.
Oh, I am. God damn it. I feel so unprepared here. I am like such a goddamn novice. I'm embarrassing myself in the face of all humanity, but I really don't give a flying fuck.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell? I just promote.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So, oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah, because Augie's on this, too. Oh, yeah, so we have Scarred is going to be performing for their CD release of Destroyer, Augmented Chaos, Legion Underworld, Eternal, and 10 Mile Tongue.
Say what?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be a fucking fat show. And then on Saturday, September 22nd, looking forward to this show, going to be featuring Ravenscroft, Void Vader, War Within, Doctors of the Earth, Motor Gun Hotel, plus it's going to be the debut of Colton Black. And actually, this
Rob's band.
Oh, and check this shit out. You definitely want to come down to this show. I mean, one, it's a house metal show. All these bands are fucking killer. There's this Netflix show out there called, with Mike, guy's name is Mike Rowe. And it's like, goes across the country. I think it's like Mike Rowe's Road Trip.
Yeah.
Take an adventure America.
Or something.
Road Adventure.
Road Adventure.
Yeah, so he goes all of these clubs, checking out all these local bands and artists and that kind of stuff, and they're going all across the country. They're going to be coming to check out Ravenscroft specifically.
Whoa!
But I got the guy Mike Rowe. We were talking. This guy seemed really cool, seemed really genuine. I told him, I said, you picked a really great show. All these bands are, really freaking killer. I'm like, I think you're going to be impressed with everyone on the bill. I mean.
Oh yeah,
Ravenscroft is amazing. Dig Void Vader a lot. War Within's awesome. I mean, Doctors, Doctors of the Earth, Motor Gun. Who knows what he's gonna even think? Colton Black. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hey,
but
that's cool.
So we got a lot of good stuff going on here. We're fucking glad to be a part of everything.
I also want to let you guys know this weekend, September 1st and 2nd, we will be down at El Dorado Park in Long Beach. We have a booth both those days at the new Blues Festival. That's right. They asked us to come down there and represent the local blues artists for the Tim Saxton's Sunday Bone Daddy Blues show. And so we've been planning this. I want to see you all go down there. This is a big blues event, and we need all our support down there. So that's what I'm saying. We got a couple of rock musicians from the rock scene are going to come down and donate their time at the booth.
Ah, very cool.
Yes, so I believe Dat is coming down there.
Oh, really?
Yes, Dat is going to come down there, and I think Jay asked me. So that would be cool. Hang out with Jay.
Yeah.
Dat, and I got a couple other people asked too.
I have to go check on my schedule.
Yeah. I didn't even think Elias. Yes. So
Elias. Oh, check it out.
So yeah.
But friggin', hey, this was a pretty cool show tonight. Thank you for letting me invade and
always.
Robbie. Hey, thank you, Big Mama, for making this happen. Thank you for running him at the fucking grocery store and that kind of shit. Awesome. I wanted to say Pizza Bagel. Tune in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, right, for Big Mama's Mashup.
That's right, Big Mama's Mashup.
Dennis Metal Meds on Thursday. Friday, Northern Steel.
Yep.
Saturday, all sorts of crazy shit goes on.
Yep.
We got a lot of auto.
Northern Steel, we might, because we pipe them in on our website. Some people can't get on there for God knows what reason, because everybody can get on there. But we're gonna go and I'm gonna go live, and you guys can watch the tent, I guess, because you like to. And but we're gonna play the new version of Northern Steel Radio this Friday at 8 p.m. PST, and the host will be Raymond James and Jason Davis.
Oh yeah,
their voices. Last Saturday we did
a whole block of them.
We did like a marathon.
Yeah,
so they played
a binge.
Yeah, so I left the Go Live on while I went to Steve's party. And so basically Jason Davis and Raymond James were running the Go Live, the chat, from there, but it was just showing the tent. and Rick Fox goes on there, hey, somebody needs to fix the... Because I guess the throw had moved or something by the way. He's like, hey, somebody needs to fix that. Who's going to fix that? He kept saying that. Who's going to fix that? And I'm like, Rick, I'm not at home.
Yeah. Hey, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what... Rick's been asked to be the touring musician with that Jim Crean project.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see what he's got going on. It was very cool. You know, with Robby being here, they're both part of that.
Part of it, yeah.
That thing as well. And, hey, we're getting some of those guys in here and that kind of stuff. You know,
Bravo.
C4OCradio.
Hey, and let us know. It's real easy. If you want to just give us your input, same email. Send your input to C4OCradio@gmail.com, and we'll read it. And if it's good, we'll read it over the air. If it's not, we'll file it away.
Send your request and all that other kind of shit.
Send your request and all that other kind of shit.
Yeah. Send us pictures. Who cares? Whatever. You know.
I want pictures of you wearing your C4OC radio shirt. And if you don't got one, go to our website.
Oh, yes.
Order yourself one, because we got some new ones in. Yes, so we'll be putting those up. That's where you get your shirt. www.c4ocradio.com/shop.
Yeah, and get yourself some gear.
Yep, we're going to be having, let's see, I think Counterfeit Jacks is going to be putting their t-shirts on there with a direct link. Annie, probably, when we get some shirts. I know Tim Saxton's going to get some shirts.
I gotta
He's going to do it. I think Northern Steel Radio wants to get in there. So it's going to be like a t-shirt shop.
Yeah.
And another thing, too, we've got
Thank you for your support.
Prissy's Smoke Shop. Yeah. Prissy's Smoke Shop.
Oh, yes.
She is wanting to put a corner of their shop so that all the local bands can put their merch in there. So you can get your shirt in there. So when people come in and they look around at the other rock shirts, they can go to the local band section and buy a shirt from you there on consignment. Totally. So there's a couple of ways that we can get merch out to you.
Yeah, I like that idea, actually. Thinking that big time. And you know how cool it is? Like, I know there's a ton of house metal shirts, and I don't care. Every time I see someone wearing one somewhere, you know, or that kind of shit, it's like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Thank you. You have no idea how fucking awesome that feels. Yeah.
Yep. Ditto.
Hey, and if you want to, purchase a shirt, $15, free shipping anywhere inside the continental United States.
Yes.
Yeah, just,
anywhere out of there, you got to pay for it yourself.
Yeah, I take PayPal and all that other kind of good shit, yeah.
Yep, PayPal's really good.
Yeah. I get a UPS tracking number, too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, let's say goodnight here. Hey, Denny.
Want to get in here, Mike?
Get in here.
Danny, Mike.
Good night.
Good night. All right. Yeah, Mike. It's Denny. Hey, hold that for a moment.
Okay.
All right. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Mike C with the House Metal Radio Show, and you have been listening to C4OC Radio. You know what we got coming up now? Big box. Oh, I
like the big blocks.
I think I need to hit this button. Here's some cantation to get it all rolling. I hit the button. What the fuck? There we go. All right. Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye for you.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Get ready for picture. You ready?